And this is the situation Paul is now finding himself in. So he says, forgive me right now. I'm going to toot my own horn a little bit, but I'm doing it for a reason. And Paul is about to give them his resume. Now, you've given a resume before, right? Whenever I give my resume, it's a list of how awesome I am. It's a list of all the wonderful things that I've ever done in my life, right? You give this to your future employer. You think of everything you've ever done to earn some kind of credential. You put it on your resume. And the whole purpose of a resume is to try to impress the school or impress the prospective employer. That's the only reason why you would give a resume. Paul's resume is not like that at all. Instead, Paul is about to list all of the painful, terrible, hard experiences that he's had in his life. This is his resume. Verse 22. Are they Hebrews? So am I. Are they Israelites? So am I. Are they offspring of Abraham? So am I. Are they servants of Christ? I'm a better one. I'm talking like a madman. Again, this is this ironic fool's speech, this boasting, this thing that he's doing. With far greater labors, far more imprisonments, with countless beatings, and often near death. So here Paul begins to reference as his credential not all the accolades he got in Hebrew school, but all of the persecution that he's experiencing because of his faithfulness to Christ. You know, in the military, you learn when you enter in that you have to recognize the rank of your fellow soldiers, because an inferior soldier is instructed to salute a superior soldier whenever they come in contact with them. And then, after the inferior soldier salutes, the return gesture is that the superior soldier salutes the inferior soldier, showing honor and respect to the inferior soldier as well. Now, there is one kind of rank in the military that receives honor from every single other person. Everybody has to stop and honor this one person whenever they see this particular credential on that person's breast. And that is when someone is wearing this blue bar right here, commonly known as the Medal of Honor. The Medal of Honor is only given when you lay your life down in sacrifice. Most of the time, the people who get the Medal of Honor are widows and children. But there are rare occasions where someone lays down their life and the person actually survives that episode and they are awarded the Medal of Honor themselves. And they get this medal, that they don't wear the medal, but they do wear that blue bar right there, indicating that they received the highest commendation in the United States military, the Medal of Honor. Right here, Paul is about to show them his blue bar. Take a look at verse 24. 5 times I received at the hands of the Jews the 40 lashes, less one. 3 times I was beaten with rods. Once I was stoned. 3 times I was shipwrecked. A night and a day I was adrift at sea. On frequent journeys, in danger from rivers, danger from robbers, danger from my own people, danger from Gentiles, danger in the city, danger in the wilderness, danger at sea, danger from false brothers, in toil and hardship, through many a sleepless night, in hunger and thirst, often without food, in cold and exposure. And apart from other things, there is the daily pressure on me of my anxiety for all the churches. That is Paul's resume. Look at this list. It's amazing. He just keeps adding more and more and more to his list. He gets shipwrecked 3 times. If I get shipwrecked once, I'm not getting on a ship again for the rest of my life. That's it. That's my experience with ships. Listen, if my flight gets delayed at Newark Airport, I'm cranky. Right? Like, Lord, this suffering I'm going on and my flight is delayed. I got to go eat a burger at the airport Chili's. My, how much sacrifice I make for God, right? He gets shipwrecked 3 times. His travel plans are decimated. Then he says he's scourged with 40 lashes less one. Those are the 39 stripes. 5 times he receives that. I heard a true story about Jim Caviezel, the actor who played Jesus in The Passion of the Christ. He said during that filming scene, you know there's that famous scourging scene? He said when they were filming that scene, they would have a 2x12 on his back so that the whip would not hit his personal body, but that it would hit the 2x12 instead. But he said one time, the whip kind of wrapped around the 2x12, and the thing actually hit me. And he said, at that point, me and Jesus parted ways real quick. He said, I don't respond to like Christ does at all in that kind of moment. He said, all of a sudden I realized I'm a pretty good actor, but when things get real, my attitude changed real quick. Paul went through that for real 5 times. I could go on and on explaining all of these sufferings, but I think you get the idea. The point in what he's saying, friends, is that what makes someone a great leader, what makes someone a true follower of the Lord Jesus, what makes someone a leader worth following is one thing. It's the amount of risk they're willing to take for Jesus and the gospel. How do you determine a good leader? You lift up his shirt and look at his back, and you see the scars of Christ. This is a true Christian leader. Good leaders step into danger. Bad leaders step aside. You know, after the Roman persecution ended in 325 AD, the church authorities got together for the Council of Nicaea, and they decided to make into a creed the doctrine of the deity of Christ. And they formalized that doctrine once and for all at Nicaea. And history tells us that 80% of the church leaders that actually voted and passed judgment over that creed at the Council of Nicaea, 80% of them were missing body parts because of the Roman persecution. 80%. That's the big leagues.